Hello, good morning and welcome to a beautiful Phuket, Thailand. Beautiful. It is October the 14th, Saturday today, and I stand corrected, guys. I said in the last video the hardest months for us were September and October the first week was rain, and then boom. I think the dry season is here early. I'll say early just from my experience, but I think this is the correct time. But in this video today, we're dropping golden nuggets of information here. Travel tips, budget tips for the savvy explorers, for you guys out there, who are coming to Thailand, Phuket. These tips will be for anywhere in Thailand, but also more focused on Phuket, because that's where we are. We know more about Phuket. It's coming up for 4 years living here. In March will be 4 years. So the last tip I'm going to give you right at the end of the video, wink wink, is the best time to come. What I think, over the 4 years I've been looking at the weather, asking questions, and then now I think I have a pretty good lay of the land. When is the best time to come? One, for your budget, not so busy, and weather, when you're going to get good weather. So that I will share at the end. We have 5 tips to share with you and the golden nugget at the end. So this is October and the weather turned after the second week of October. The weather's just turned beautiful, and this, when it's like this, it really reminds you. Just think how lucky you are to live in this beautiful place, Phuket. Anyway, before we get into the tips, I have to say something else. A big thank you to somebody, one of our subscribers, and I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, I have to say a massive thank you to a subscriber of ours by the name of Chris. Chris, you are a legend, my friend. Thank you, brother. What happened is, we used to have a website, maybellscoffeegarden.com. I've had a few websites since I've started this journey, none anymore. I let the website, I didn't know you had to maintain your website. It started to stop working properly, and I let it go in the end. Then this hosting company wanted a big payment, so I just cancelled that, and we lost the domain name. And then somebody bought our domain name, maybellscoffeegarden.com. I don't know if this was malicious or I don't know, but why would you want it? I don't know if anyone else has got this business name. I very much doubt it. I've searched, you won't find someone else. So our subscriber Chris was messaging me. He noticed the website was down. He builds websites, and I was trying to get the domain name back. You have to pay for it, obviously. Someone else owned it, and then Chris messaged me. He got it back. He got the domain name for us. He would have had to pay, obviously. Nothing's free, right? And he got it back for us, and then transferred it over to me. Just, here you go, it's yours. I want you to have it. There you go, Richie, Maybell. You guys deserve to have that domain name. So, hey, there's more good in this world than bad people. There's still awesome people out there. Chris, thank you very much. And the next stage will be to get a website up and running. We're not in a massive rush, but maybe I'll get Chris to do it. But thank you, brother. When you come to Maybell's Coffee Garden, mate, everything is on me. Everything. Food, drinks, the lot. Cheers. Okay, let's start with tip number 1. This is for the mobile phone lovers. we're all hooked, aren't we? But there's no getting away from that. Tip number one would probably be leave this in your room, but yeah, for the savvy explorer, it's an awesome tool as well, you know, finding where you want to go, Google Maps, reviews to check out what's good, what's not so good. A few times I've been in somewhere and thought, geez, this is bad, and then I've looked at the reviews and they're pretty terrible, and it's like, shit, why didn't we read the reviews first? So tip number one, SIM card. Don't ever buy a SIM card at the airport. Don't ever do anything at the airport. Money, whatever. Just have a drink and enjoy yourself. Get ready for your holiday. Even that's expensive, right? Yeah, don't do anything at the airport. 7-Eleven, I wouldn't bother. Always turns out to be a nightmare to get a SIM card. So now, technology is advanced. It's eSIM. You can get an eSIM. I have this. You can get one tourist, you get one long term. So you go to first you go to buy your SIM. I use DTAC. Mine is 12 months, unlimited data for 1,790 baht money. If you're a tourist, you can get a tourist eSIM. 8 days, 299 baht. And this is DTAC I use, is good, it's fast. Yeah, I've never had a problem. 15 days, 599 baht. Now there's probably other eSIM companies out there that are cheaper. Someone might go, oh no, I know something cheaper. Well, write it in the comments, join in, leave your tips as well. But if you're coming for a holiday, 300 baht for, that's a good deal, and you don't have to take your SIM out. You don't have to mess around with them little stupid pins and lose everything. You put the eSIM in. You buy the eSIM online. You can probably do it on the way here. And then you go to your settings. In your settings, you go to cellular and add eSIM. You add eSIM. With Thailand, they love QR codes. So once you buy your eSIM, you get a QR code. You scan it here from your photo library. Boom, in is your eSIM, done. You could do that while you're traveling here. So when you land at the airport, look, you're going to need this. For a savvy traveler, along the way I'll tell you more, you're going to need this to save money. Yeah, and then that's it. You're in, you're away. You don't have to buy the thing, put it in. eSIM is the way to go. It's 2020, what are we? 2023. So that's the first tip. If you can see the water behind me, stick around to the end, and when you come to Phuket, the sea should be like this, crystal flat, meaning the weather is changed, the weather is dry season. Right, tip number 2. I got these tips together from like what I see I joined some of them Facebook groups about travelling to Thailand, and these are the ones that most people ask questions about, the ones people mostly moan about. We all like a good moan now and again, and this next one is like travelling around, getting from the airport, when you first arrive. So if you did follow the first one, this is going to help you save money. Travelling around in general, or from the airport, from anywhere, I personally use Bolt, which is a taxi app, just like Uber. Install it in your phone before you come. Bolt, Grab, InDriver, whatever, whichever one you want to use. And yeah, you order the taxi on there. It's much cheaper. You can see it where it is, it's coming, when it's coming, pick you up. And yeah, now you can use this at the airport for there's a point where the taxis are allowed to come and go, because before there's a bit of a taxi war there. And if you think about it, anywhere in the world you get ripped off at the airport. We've all known that for years, So yeah, Grab, Bolt, these apps you can use all the way through your holiday, your journey, your life. We use it all the time. Other than that, there is a smart bus, which is, I don't even know how much it is. I've never used it, and I probably never will use it. That's not, I can't be bothered. I think it's 100 or 150 baht, but you can get from one end of the island right to the other. It goes from the airport all the way down through every location on the west coast. Yeah, cheap, and it will get you to where you want to go if that's what you want to do. That's a backpacker style budget, I think. Not for me. And then the other thing, travelling around, which I think is, if you're on holiday, the best, depending. Most people come here, stay in Patong. This is the place known, but Phuket is a huge, beautiful, amazing island. You ain't getting a beach like this in Patong. This is Kata Beach. Cleaner, the water's cleaner. Still, the beach in Patong is nice, you know. In high season it gets a bit, you know, overcrowded and hard to cope with the amount of people. But in Patong, you can generally walk, you can go out at the night and walk around. There's many places to walk around. The rest of the areas, it's really best to have your own transport. And if you want to explore, be a savvy explorer and explore all of Phuket, having your own transport is good. But I will say, if you have never ridden a motorbike before, never ridden one before, don't learn here, learn at home. I see some people on the motorbikes and it's like, oh my God, you know, it's an accident waiting to happen. People are getting killed on motorbikes. That's just a fact. Here, it happens in high season every day, on a daily basis. And when you see some of the people driving, you can see why, you know, and people driving fast, big scooters, fast, with a girl on the back. So many are crashing. So yeah, if you're not sure motorbike, rent a car. If you come to here for 2 weeks and you've got a car, that's it, you're free. You've got the whole place to explore, many things to do. You can find all the things you want to do on your phone with your eSIM and read all the reviews and find the good places to go. One of them being Maybell's Coffee Garden that I have to go to soon. That's our business if you haven't watched our videos before. And yeah, that's tip number 2. What's the next one? The next one's about money, but I need to walk some more and then we'll do that. Don't go anywhere. And another little tip, while we're on the travel thing, renting a motorbike. If you do want to rent a motorbike and you're in Patong, my friend's company, I will leave a link in the description below. And also, you know, many people try to save too much money. They want to rent the cheapest motorbike they can find, like dirt cheap, yeah, a couple of 100 baht. If you're renting a motorbike for a couple of 100 baht, it is gonna be old, worn out. Yeah, I've always gone for, I like to get for a nicer, newer bike in good condition that's gonna be safe with you, or you and your missus. I wouldn't do it Thai style, you, your missus and kids. That's a bit dangerous, I think. Thais have been riding scooters probably since they were little kids. And then you see foreigners come here and think, oh yeah, look, we'll do it Thai style and get the whole family on a scooter. Everyone's in danger. Yeah, rent a decent bike and check out the link to my mate's shop. He's got probably 150 bikes, good ones. Okay, the next one is money. Money, money, money. You need money on your holiday. What's the best way? The best way is to bring cash and change your cash at one of the booths on the street. In Patong, there's many booths and really very good exchange rate actually. We made a full video on this before, I'll link it below. You can watch it if you like. But yeah, bringing money is the best exchange rate. But is that the safest? Obviously not. You know, you could lose the money. But you bring a lump sum to get started. Then you're probably going to have to use your ATM, and then you really want a travel bank account in your home country. So one that doesn't charge you for taking money out in Thailand or anywhere. There's many of them now. So then there's no way of getting around the Thai bank charge. But just do this, never ever accept the exchange rate on the machine. Just put no. If you accept the exchange rate, it's probably going to charge you, I can't remember how much it was, but it's almost double what you're going to get charged. They'll scam a way of taking your money. Yeah, that's the best. That's the only things I can say about the money. Another thing would be if you could open a Thai bank account. Now you need a long-term visa, a student visa, marriage visa, whatever it may be, retirement visa. You need a visa not a tourist visa, to open a bank account. Or no, there may be some ways, if you grease the right palm. I used to use Maybell's bank account. If you know someone and you can use their bank, you could get the money sent to their bank. They could take it out and give you the cash. That works. Wise. I've got a Wise account. You can transfer your money from anywhere in the world, change it into bahts, send it to someone's bank account, and they take it out for you. That works. But yeah. Other tip for money. Yeah, that's kind of it really for money, You're going to spend, aren't you? Paying with your card. I'm not sure about this one. I tend not to do that on holiday or travelling. But anyway, 3 tips down. We've got 2 more and the big one to go. We'll have to do that back at our shop because we need to go and open. Stick with us. We're halfway through. And there's gold info to come, guys. Let's go. Let's carry on with the video. It's now the end of the day. I started on the beach in the morning. We've had a good day in the shop, a busy day. Very good. You can see high season is coming back. Yeah, feels good. And as for the weather, it started with a bit of rain and then sunshine and hot all day. Sweating here. So we've got number 4 and 5 tip left to cover here, and then the golden nugget is still coming right at the end. So let's go straight into number 4, which is food. Look, you're coming on holiday, it can be expensive, it can be cheap, and the tip here for, well, all of Thailand, but Phuket, I speak generally in Phuket, is if you want to go cheap, you go mom and pop style. That's proper Thai style restaurant. Thai food, not Western food. Western food always going to cost you more. And then also you could go street food. I eat any street food anywhere here, and yeah, fine. Some people are a bit scared of it. Don't be worried, don't be scared. If you go out early in the morning, if you really want to do budget style, there's stalls set up and they're selling 40 baht meals in a little plastic container. And then yeah, but for me, mom and pop style restaurants, if you go to Phuket town, you've got more options. Some old style restaurants that have been there for eternity, and this is where you're probably going to find the best food at the best price in Phuket town, where a lot of locals go. If it's full up with locals or busy, then it's generally the place to go. Resorts, the west coast, which is where the holiday resorts are, it's going to be a bit more expensive, but hey, yeah, tip. Try the mom and pop style, proper Thai style restaurants, and you're also going to get probably better food. Right, number 5 is more centered on Phuket. I have had many questions about this from people coming to our shop, and they say, what's your advice when going to PP, or who would you use for a trip? And I'll be honest, over the years I've done the 1-day trip where you get a speedboat early in the morning and you're with a big group of people, and yeah, I kind of that's not for me anymore, and I didn't know what the best way to do it, but now I kind of think this could be the best way. It's the best way for me, 100%. So either you're in Phuket or Krabi. Phi Phi is in the middle. Phi Phi is between these two. It's 2 hours from Phuket on a ferry. This is like a public ferry. You can book it online. Just search in Google Phuket to Phi Phi ferry. Book it online just like any other place in the world. Buy a ticket. And yeah, it's 2 hours to Phi Phi. And then same again the other way to Krabi. So my general advice for anybody coming and not knowing what to do and what trip to book, build it into your itinerary that you're going to catch a ferry and go to Phi Phi, stay 2 nights, you can stay 3. And then while you're on Phi Phi, you find a local boatman with his long-tail boat to take you to all the islands around, all the main touristy islands around Phi Phi. So Maya Bay, Monkey Island, all the rest of it, and you'll pay and you'll go with just you and your missus, or maybe you and your kids and your wife and whoever's in your group. And then when you finish your time on Phi Phi, you can then get the ferry further on to Krabi, and then you can enjoy some time in Krabi. So either way round you do it, Phi Phi, Phuket to Phi Phi, Phi Phi to Krabi, Krabi to Phi Phi. You can do it like this and spend a little bit of time. Don't try and pack it all into one day. I'm not sure how much it costs for a Phi Phi trip these days. You know, I don't go on tourist trips for the last, nearly been here 4 years, I've not been on one. So yeah, I don't know, but it's quite pricey and it's all compact into one day. Then you can get the ferry very cheap over to Phi Phi. Take your time and do it. Sabai, yeah? This is relax in Thai. Yeah, so that's tip number 5. So now all we have left is the bit of golden nugget. When is the best time to come? I'm going to tell you right now. Alright, it's time for the golden nugget. When is the best time to come? So, after being here for nearly 4 years, the seasons I see are changing a bit. Well, really they say there's 2 seasons here, wet and dry. I think there might be a bit more. So let's say the high season is November, December, January, February, March. This is high season, dry season. It's going to be hot. There's not going to be any rain, hardly ever, if any. You know, you forget about rain in this time, but there's going to be loads of people and the place is the most expensive. And then the other months, the most rain I've seen is October and September. August 50-50. These months you've got very good chance, but then look, sometimes you could just be lucky, like the people that are here now, they've timed it. Some timed it spot on. If you were here last year, it was a washout, big style, and September was nice, whereas this year September was a washout. So if I was a gambling, well, I wouldn't mind a little gamble now and again. You're not allowed here apparently. Yeah, gamble man, I would go for April is Songkran, Thai New Year. Gets busy, you know, weather's still alright. April, May and June. May and June I think is a very good gamble. You're going to have nice weather. May, June, July even, but May, June, nice weather, not too hot, nice, you know, and cheaper. It just empties out after Songkran. May, June, July, some of the best months to come here. It's low season, just starting into the low season. There's not so many people and some glorious weather. You know, you might get a bit of a shower in the morning. At sunrise and sunset you get a bit of rain, usually in between. Nice. Obviously I'm not saying 100%, but gambling I would go for these 3 months. Cheaper, quieter, good weather. But if you're not bothered about the money, come in high season, splash the cash and enjoy yourself. Either way, that's it. That's our tips. Thanks for watching, guys. Just trying to share a bit of good information, showing the appreciation for all you guys' support on our channel. So yeah, thanks a lot. Take care. I'm going to edit this video and chill out for the evening. It's been a long day, but thanks for all the people that come. Glasgow, big shout out, turned up for lunch in our coffee shop. Thank you guys. See you all again in the next one. Goodbye.